Way back in Chapter 1, Mongraal was the face of Fortnite, but after winning an FNCS, he abruptly fell off, and after a long period of time, he has come back and he is here to stay.
Saying how the keys won't. Act on me! Dance!
Mongraal's story starts all the way back at the start of Chapter 1, where he would post his first video on YouTube, showing off his skill, which was very impressive for its time. A bit later, he would join Team Secret, which was a large esports organization at the time that was just starting to dip into Fortnite with Mongraal. It would be about this time, later into Chapter 1, when Mongraal would begin to pick up significant traction from his Twitch streams and YouTube for his funny moments and his skill that was far ahead of its time.
Oh my god! This new keyboard makes me edit slow. This is Fortnite in the current meta. We are doing Morse code in planes in the air.
Mongraal would continue to stream and create YouTube videos, with some of his clips going viral.
Get out of my face! You doo-doo!
Amidst all of his rising popularity, World Cup was happening, which was a $30 million LAN event taking place in New York. This would be Mongraal's chance to further prove himself as a competitor. He would team up with fellow pro player and friend named Mitro. The two would qualify for World Cup duos, and Mongraal would also qualify to play solos at World Cup. He would go on to do very well, getting 13th in solos and 6th in duos, bringing in a combined total of $375,000. And just qualifying to the World Cup established him as one of the best 100 players in the world at the time. Following World Cup, the first FNCS would be announced, and it was trios. So Mongraal and Mitro needed a third person, and they picked up none other than Benji Fishy. This team would go down as one of the most dominant teams of all time. They would go on to win multiple weeks of the FNCS qualifiers, bringing in $134,000. They would do this by landing at Retail Row, which was one of, if not the best drop spots of all time. There were zombie spawners that would always drop the best loot when destroyed. This huge advantage, accompanied with their top tier mechanics and game sense, helped them become the most dominant team of the chapter.
Coming? Let's go! You don't know! Let's go! Nice! Let's go! Yes! Let's go!
Heading into Chapter 2, Mongraal would continue to stream and place well in competitive Fortnite, while still somehow managing to stay on top of the game mechanically. This, combined with his entertaining personality, helped propel him to his peak as far as content creation and streaming goes. He would continue to have viral stream moments and would even join FaZe Clan, where he would reach even more people with his hilarious moments.
Oh. Are you... Can't hold this, sir! Hey, chap, look at this, baby! Little bitch!
Are you serious?
I can't stop emoting! I can't stop emoting!
Yeah, I hope you fall to your death now. Fucking idiot. Fall.
I can't stop! Yeah. What is this in my ice cream? It's all brown! Oh my god, I might have got AIDS from that. There's some brown shit in it. Look, do you see that brown thing? I'm not even trying to. Oh! I already got the grinder. Your voice chat is off. Okay, let's evaluate this statement together. Your voice chat is off. Oh, I can't do this 3 times in a row, bro. It hurts my arm. My biceps aren't big enough.
Mongraal would continue to compete and play with Mitro, but Benji Fishy would leave them, and play with his old duo Mr. Savage. Because of this, they would need to pick up a third player for Trio FNCS, and the choice was obvious. They would play with Tayson, who is one of the most decorated Fortnite competitive players of all time, and he had just come off of a solo FNCS win in the previous season. So he, much like Mongraal and Mitro, had a high reputation to hold up. For Season 4 of Chapter 2, Mongraal and his new trio would land at Stark Industries, which funnily enough is probably the only other POI that could be in contention with Retail Row for the best POI of all time. The fact that Mongraal owned both Retail Row and Stark Industries just shows his competitive dominance. From Stark Industries, they would always have gold pumps and great loot, which helped them to dominantly qualify to FNCS Grand Finals. Heading into finals, they were one of the favorite teams to win, and they showed exactly why they were a favorite on day 1 by ending up on top with a great performance. Heading into day 2, they would struggle a bit more, but still managed to close out the FNCS win. Mongraal was on top of the Fortnite scene at this time and was expected to continue his competitive tear. But something unexpected happened, and he would get back together with Benji, which were formed MMB, otherwise known as Mongraal, Mitro, and Benji Fishy. Many people thought they would do great, but they didn't even make it out of opens, which was a total shock for these 3 highly skilled players that had lots of past chemistry. Mongraal would continue to stream, but was less consistent, reflecting his competitive placements. After a poor season not making it out of open qualifiers, Benji would once again leave Mongraal and Mitro to try to have a comeback in the following season, and he would do just that, finding a new solid team with Trainage, Matzo, and Amplify. Mongraal and Mitro, on the other hand, struggled to find a replacement and ended up playing with an old friend and pro named Milan. Once again, they would fail to make it past the qualifiers. Then, a solo FNCS showdown would be announced, and Mongraal would have no notable placements in it, despite trying in it and playing multiple other tournaments. During Mongraal's falling out with Fortnite, he would continue to compete and play multiple tournaments, and he would continue to post YouTube videos on his channel teasing the idea of quitting Fortnite, which somewhat put the writing on the wall regarding whether or not Mongraal would stick around for too much longer, as he would quit for the time being around the end of Chapter 2 Season 7. Mongraal would continue to stream less and less and seemed to be losing interest in Fortnite despite his previously very successful run in the game. His streams would also stop for the most part, besides a few streams here or there announcing a sponsor or just catching up with his community he had built in his past. His last tournament would be in the end of November 22, and he would be rather quiet during this time away. He would take a 6-month break from almost all social medias, and then he would post 3 videos on his YouTube channel, outlining where he had been, what he's been up to, and he made it clear that he had begun to focus on his real life outside of gaming and social media. He had begun to take his health and fitness very seriously, which in my opinion is extremely respectable, as it helps to push a balance of life to people who before may not have been getting that. He goes on to show his new home and recent accomplishments, and outlines what his future will look like. However, he did not account for the fact that Fortnite OG would be returning in just a couple months. Near the end of Chapter 4 of Fortnite, following the major LAN event in Copenhagen, OG Fortnite would be announced to return, and this would be perfect for Mongraal, as he had been gaining lots of popularity during these seasons of Fortnite many years ago. When OG Fortnite returned, Fortnite viewership was on an overall upward trend, and Mongraal would be a large part of that, averaging 20,000 live viewers on Twitch, and it's sometimes having more than 50 to 60,000. He would play with many other major streamers such as Clix, XQC, and Speed, further boosting his popularity in the space. Recently, following OG Fortnite, Chapter 5 of Fortnite released, and Mongraal teamed up with Mr. Savage, and so far into this FNCS, they're looking great.
Let's fucking go! Holy fuck!
But that's not what's so important about Mongraal's comeback, and it's the fact that he had broken 100,000 viewers live on Twitch for the first time in a long time for competitive Fortnite, showing that he is not only getting popularity from Fortnite, but he's also rekindling the interest of many in competitive Fortnite. And just like Mongraal, there are many other great players with great stories, and you can see them right here. And trust me, they're really good.